Gone is an original script that I wrote on speculation. A producer came to me and he just said he had an image in his head for a scary movie and that he couldn't shake this image. And it was the idea of a girl in the middle of the woods in a hole. And he had no idea what else there was, what the movie was going to be. So I thought, well, that's interesting. And he was thinking maybe this could be some little micro budgeted movie, one of these like paranormal activity. And he said, maybe we can go find some young writer that would like to work on this and we can work on it together as producers. So as days went by, I found that I couldn't shake that image either and that it started to suggest a story to me. And the story started coming to me more and more and more. And the only thing that I couldn't quite understand was why this girl was so driven to go and rescue her sister. Like, what is it? Why in particular? Is she a police woman who knows about this guy? What is it? And then the producer, who is Chris Salvatierra, by the way, he then said, well, what if it's someone that she had previously escaped? And then the whole movie came so clear to me that I said to him, let's not go get someone else. Let me just write this. I would categorize the movie as a thriller. And I think it's a thriller that happens to have a very high psychological component to it. But I think psychological thriller sometimes feels a little more static. And I think this, like most thrillers, has a breakneck pace to it. It's breathless. There's action. One of the things I'm most proud of about the movie is the fact that I think it's very scary, and yet there is almost no violence of any kind in the course of the film, and yet it's PG-13, and yet I think it manages to be really, really genuinely frightening. It's about a young woman who goes to work on the night shift and comes home from work and at dawn and discovers that her roommate, who is also her sister, has disappeared. And she is absolutely convinced that the girl was taken by a serial killer from whom she escaped, our heroine escaped a year earlier. And The movie starts to get even more interesting when you realize that no one quite believes that she was ever taken by a serial killer in the first place.